Hey everyone, the name is Kris Barocsi and welcome to Gear Corner. Today, we're checking out VS Audio's brand new Flagship Overdrive pedal. This is the Royal Flush version 2, the Royal Flush Plus. First of all, it has a new brushed silver enclosure which looks really cool. It's more fancy, it's a bit trickier to film, but whatever, it looks beautiful. Second of all, it has a new high performance low noise JFET op amp. The pedal now takes 9 to 18 volts, which is definitely new. With more voltage you have more headroom, more dynamic range, let us drive, really cool new flavor. Then, both of the channels have a new mini toggle switch which is called the Edge, which will increase the gain and increase the lower mid-range, so it just gives you more girth, more body, which is really cool. And the pedal has 4 jacks now, which means that both channels of the pedal have a separate in and output. You can use the 2 center jacks as an effects loop, which is really cool. You can put pedals in between the 2 sides of this pedal, which makes it that much more versatile. So what they did is they listened to the fans of the brand, the users of the original Royal Flush, and upgraded those features, those things that they asked for, which is just something that I really appreciate. All right, this is the intro track. This is how it sounds like. I have both channels on and cascading the gain from the right side into the left side. It's rock. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you enjoy these videos and open up the description box under the video if you want to see all the details of my signal chain, if you want to get gear links, the timestamps, merchandise, all those things. So you've heard the pedal in the intro track with both sides on, and in the second channel I had the Edge engaged. So what I will want to do is show what the Edge does. Let's start with the old school setting. This is the Edge off. This is as close as it gets to the original Royal Flush sound. We'll see how that sounds like. If you know the pedal, this will help you probably to put this in context, and then I'll engage the Edge to show you what that does. In the signal chain today, I'm going with the guitar into the pedal, and then from the Royal Flush Plus going into the Jory Landreth Edition Rev D25 combo, and then into the aux box for a 2x12 cap simulation. This Edge switch does so much. It's a huge upgrade, really. It's not really just an update. The pedal in its original form with the Edge switched off Sounds exactly how I know it, how I like it. It's a low to medium gain, very nice blues breaker-esque kind of pedal with a wonderful mid-range, not a lot of low end, which helps you to keep your sound very tight and like sweet, and doesn't get too muddy, not even with humbuckers. It takes neck humbuckers so well. This is like 1 o'clock. I know it's kind of hard to read the knobs. In person it's much easier. On camera it's kind of tricky, but the gain knob for channel 2 is right now around 1 o'clock. I will crank it all the way, or like almost all the way, to show you how much gain it has, but I want to show the same thing with the first channel, which is much lower gain and sweeter, and just show you what the edge does. But for that, I think I'll grab a single coil guitar. The right amount of extra gain, the right amount of extra juice in like lower mid-range and beefiness. It doesn't overdo anything. It still has the same character. It's just a bit more in your face, a bit more hard rock or blues rock, and a bit less sweet and bluesy. Now let's see how much gain it has. And before we go back to lower gain bluesy sounds, let's see if it chugs. In a rock way, it chugs. Yeah, of course, it's not a metal pedal. It's not going to give you that aggressive chug. But you could definitely make this chug more if you want to. You can. That's why it's cool that it has the effects loop. You can put some sort of a tube screamer or something in front of it to get rid of some low end going into the pedal. And then between the two stages, if you insert like an EQ pedal, you can scoop the right frequencies to make it sound more aggressive. and you're good. Let's see how the left side, which is the higher gain side, reacts to a more expressive dynamic playing style with the edge engaged. If there's one thing that I like in particular about this pedal is that it never sounds shrill or like super thin. Not even with the strats up way up there. It just maintains its sweetness somehow. And that is something that don't always happen. I like that a lot, actually. My thoughts on the Royal Flush Plus. It's always tricky to bring out like a version 2 of a pedal, especially something that a lot of people bought and enjoy, and you don't want to make them feel like, oh, cool, I bought it too early. No, you know, this pedal does not make the old pedal feel like it's outdated. This is like the old pedal plus a new pedal built in. So in a way, it's of course a huge upgrade, but it respects the original sound because it's so good and so many people love it and own it. I like the visuals of the silver, the brushed silver enclosure, even though I really like that cream white color, the cream color of the original one too. That looked a bit more vintage. This one looks a bit more, you know, rock and roll. So I don't mind either. I think both look really, really good. But I definitely adore the edge switches, especially having them separately for both channels available. The only downside for me with the original Royal Flush is that there's a gain limitation. Like if you want a lot of sustain, you gotta use it together with another pedal, which is something I do all the time. So it's not like I'm saying that's wrong. No, but if I imagine someone just wanting one dual-sided drive pedal, which could be then the Royal Flush, the Plus, this version gives you so much gain, like too much gain even if you crank everything and turn the edge switches on. You've heard it with the Les Paul, that's sustain, and I'm not very loud here. If you add proper volume to that amount of gain, it's gonna be sustained forever. You have to even be careful with it. You know, feedback might be an issue. It has definitely enough gain now. I love everything about it. There are some features on it that I don't care too much for, like the 18 volt option is a nice one. If you want it to sound even more amp-like and don't mind having less gain, that's a really, really nice option for sure. I usually don't do it because of one very dumb but good enough reason. If I change that output of my Chalk's power supply for this pedal to 18 volts instead of 9, and I use it, I will love it. It's awesome. But then one day I want to put another pedal there and I will forget that it's on 18 volts, and then I will ruin that other pedal, and I don't want to ruin my pedal, so I just usually stick to 9 volts and love pedals that sound amazing at 9 volts, and this one does. So it's gonna end up on my board in the near future for sure. Yeah, you guys let me know in the comments below what you think about it. If you have any questions about it, like how does it sound compared to this and that other pedal, let me know in the comments below, and of course see you in another video next time. Bye bye.